Exterior field night. Melilot, 13, a free-spirited leprechaun, stands under a tree, eating a potato, watching her friends potatoing the human's house. She shakes her head smugly as she watches. The group has finished their prank and is wandering towards Melilot. Eveline, 16, Melilot's older sister, an energetic and excited leprechaun in training, approaches Melilot with the group, full of enthusiasm.
Now that was a good prank. So much fun. You should have been there.
You call that a prank? I can do better than that, and I can do it myself. Gasp!
The other leprechauns look at Melilot in horror and disbelief.
You will not go off a pranking by yourself. It's too dangerous. You think that your stupid gadgets are going to be keeping you safe now, but if you get yourself into real trouble, your gadgets won't be helping in them.
You don't know what you're talking about. I can do it, and I'll prove it.
The others look at Eveline and Melilot in disbelief. Melilot puffs up her chest, throws down her half-eaten potato, and turns and walks away, leaving the others behind. She walks down the path and notices a human carrying a sack of potatoes ahead of her. She hesitates and looks back at the others, then back toward the human. She runs after him, following from a distance. He enters his little cottage and light fills the windows. Melilot walks to the window and peers inside. She grins and rubs her hands together mischievously. Eveline watches from behind a tree. Interior cabin night. Melilot ties off a string by the front door as she finishes her elaborate Rube Goldberg-style prank she has set up. She runs and hides behind the sack of potatoes the human put down by the door. The human comes into the room. He opens the door and almost triggers the prank to go off. Melilot bounces in excitement as she watches. In her excitement, she accidentally knocks over the sack of potatoes. The human stops and turns towards the noise, sees Melilot, and grabs her. Eveline gasps from the window outside as she watches the events unfold. Melilot screams. She fights to try to free herself. The human begins to laugh in his excitement and dance around in victory.
I caught one. I can't believe I finally caught a leprechaun. All these years the wife was blaming it on me whiskey, but now I got proof.
Melilot squirms in his hand. He goes to a shelf and pulls down a cage made of iron and puts Melilot inside. He carries the cage to another room and sets it down.
She's got to believe me now that she's going to get her 3 wishes. You stay here, little leprechaun. You'll be me saving grace.
The human leaves the room. Melilot looks around her room filled with leprechaun traps and hunting gear and other scary things. Melilot begins to panic. She frantically tries to escape, but she cannot get through the iron. She stops running and begins to hyperventilate. She sits down and begins to cry.
Oh, how foolish I was. What was I thinking going off by myself? What a mess I'm in.
Melilot! Melilot!
Melilot quickly looks up. Eveline pops her head up from the side of the table. She grins at Melilot. Melilot glares at Eveline.
What are you doing here? I've got everything under control.
Under control, huh? It looks like you've gotten yourself in quite a potato to me. Look at the mess you've gotten into. You need my help.
Melilot hesitates. She hangs her head.
Oh, Eveline, I am so sorry. I was such a stupid girl. I shouldn't have gone off by myself.
Nope.
Please, Eveline, you're right. I need your help.
How can I be getting you out? I can't touch the luck with all the spice on it.
The potatoes! Get a potato!
Eveline pulls herself up onto the table. She grabs a potato out of the bowl.
Now take the potato and smash it down on the lock.
Eveline smashes the potato on the spiked lock.
Good, now take the peelers, jab them in here and here.
Eveline pulls out her potato peeler and jabs it into the potato, and she takes Melilot's peeler as well and does the same thing with it.
Now you've got a handle. Twist it, twist it.
She tries to turn it. Melilot slides through the bars and helps Eveline turn the potato. She slides back through the bars into the cage, and Eveline opens the door for her. Melilot quickly runs out. She wraps Eveline in a hug. Eveline pulls away and grabs Melilot's hand, and the 2 leprechauns jump off the table and run out of the cabin. The human returns to the room. He notices that Melilot has escaped. He drops a bowl of mashed potatoes. The bowl rolls towards Melilot's prank trigger. Exterior field night. Melilot and Eveline are running from the cabin. They hear the sounds of Melilot's prank going off. The human screams.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me!
The girls stop and smile at each other. Melilot fist pumps. They both laugh and continue running.